everybody, welcome to the next episode of Bad Video Game Creepypastas. I'm Dr. Wally, and this is Anthony.
This is Dr. Waluigi!
This is the message to Nintendo, bring Waluigi to Smash.
Damn you. And break Shadow Smash. You cut him out. The Knuckles? not the Knuckles kicking out Shadow, because, hey, we gotta have our edgy boy in Smash.
It probably
Echo
will
Fighter.
be. It might be Echo Fighter or Sonic. Yeah.
Yes, it makes sense. But it's about Knuckles, I guess, because not that Knuckles memes, these memes, nothing but fucking memes.
Okay, anybody. We're going to be doing San Andreas Grand Theft Auto Creepypasta and
Wait, I'm surprised GTA even has one.
The Whisperer.
Why?
I'm not surprised that Fortnite has one, and the Whisperer, that's the Fortnite one.
Yes. Hey, let's just hope this isn't, like, Fernando and his GTA 69 clickbait.
I don't know if the Whisperer is good or bad. It's probably going to be bad.
I mean, like, one person permitted.
Oh.
But GTA San Andreas Limited Edition is pretty well known, but okay.
Okay, he's going to start off with San Andreas, and I'm going to do Whisperer a little bit later.
It all started with when I lost my copy of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I was on eBay. Of course you're on eBay. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Cliche.
Saw something out of the ordinary. The prices will be $2.99. I'm surprised because it's called GTASALM Limited Edition. Me, being curious, bought it. As I had nothing else better to do with my life. A few days later, it arrived in the mail. When I took it out of the box, the government said, sale. Okay, by the way, S-A-L-E. Okay. It's spelled like sale, but it's S-A-L-E. Why? I don't know.
What was it spelled? What was it spelled as?
Sale. But it had that space in between, so I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
I ignored it and put it in. It put the disc in my PS2. However, something was not right. Instead of the Rockstar logos, it went straight to new game. Grammar. What is that?
Grammar.
It started off with CJ in Liberty City walking alone in an alleyway. So he then gets a call from Sweet saying that their mother died. This was strange because I never seen that cutscene anywhere. Anyway, when CJ gets the Los Santos, he doesn't take a taxi. He steals the car and drives off until Officer Tenpenny rescues him. Tenpenny doesn't drop off CJ in the alleyway. He drops him off the way to him and Chillad. Then, last thing out of my TV, I hear a very realistic scream.
Oh
Okay.
no, spooky. Whoopee.
Now, as I am now in control, I investigate and find something disgusting. I see Solitaire Leon there, gutted with entrails all over. He is dangling from his column. The screen blacks out, now I'm in control of some random pedestrian. Oh, I guess you're director mode from GTA 5. I guess what is this? Director mode from GTA 5? Okay.
Yes.
I go outside and the graphics are crystal clear. Me, totally sure. I tried to turn off the PS2, but it wouldn't. Okay, you know what? No, fuck this. Suddenly, I hear a very panic scream. Play the game!
Play the game!
As I have no choice, I reach for my controller and start playing. The game started a mission entitled Kill Him. Kill who? Okay, they're not going to explain who. I feel as a mission says and tell me to kill this well-dressed African American. Oh, I wonder who that could be. Oh, we only have one more paragraph. This is a short-ass one. As I kill him, the Channel 6 News comes on my TV, and I was completely shocked. President Obama, wait. There's no pronunciation of this, too, by the way. President Obama and all of his associates have been brutally murdered in a shooting in Los Angeles. Okay. One other man attacked the petition I was playing as. Me, Quidgy on the floor, crying for assassinating the president. My game says, mission passed. We have notified the police. Seconds later, the SWAT... FBI, open up!
The Special Force units.
The SWAT team busts down my door and arrests me. The game? Still on my PS2! That's the end!
This was never finished. I'm pretty sure.
It is finished.
Oh.
And if it was finished, it would still be shit. Oh God.
Alright.
What is life?
That was like only 5 minutes long.
Oh, I didn't expect
That was short.
We didn't even critique it that long.
Yeah, we only just started and it's only 5 minutes long. Okay, let me get back up the creepypasta list. So, I rate that story a 4 out of 10. Crap.
I give that story a 3 because apparently a video game comes into real life. Holy shit! Those parents that do stupid shit with gaming, like, oh, gaming's not good for our children. Apparently, it's real. Jackasses.
And before we go on to the next creepypasta, this video was brought to you by the letter F. That also stands for fuck Fortnite.
That'd be
Fuck
double
it.
F, my friend. That'd be F.
Anthony made a new video based on Fortnite and how it's a fad.
It just kids. There's better games out there, please. Just better.
So way better.
Way better. And people who say PUBG is the worst game ever made just because it's your favorite game, that's bullshit. There's 3 different games out there that I can name that are worse than that. Bowsy 3D, which not Fortnite. Fortnite is bad, but Superman 64
and E.T.
Goddamn T. So apparently, PUBG's worse than the game that killed the video game industry and almost didn't get us Fortnite.
Okay, so PUBG that doesn't do any harm is worse than E.T. and the Atari version of Pac-Man that almost killed video games forever.
But whatever. And apparently, it has its own creepypasta.
But
it's on the actual creepypasta website for some reason.
How? Prepare to be spooked, I guess.
Who knows? Maybe it's good. I don't know.
Anyways, I'm going to put down Anthony's video inside the description of this video. So, if you want to watch that, it'll be down there.
And you'll probably all dislike it, because why not?
Anyways, oh yeah, one more thing. Why was PUBG nominated for a GOTY award, Game of the Year award, last year?
I don't know, because, hey, we already fucked up with Undertale, which was actually one of the best games of all time, in my opinion. I love Undertale.
Undertale is a great game, but I just don't understand it. I'm not good at RPGs.
I actually did. I almost did the genocide run, but, fucking Sans had to stop me.
Sans is cool.
But Sans stopped me from a genocide run because he kept killing me 5,000 million times.
Sorry for going off topic. We just want to talk about these things.
But why? Why PUBG? That shit suit Fortnite. H1Z1 came up with
And it's even worse than Fortnite, in my opinion.
Oh, the only difference is between... I get where PUBG's coming from. But, PUBG, you do know Battle Royale games have existed for a while, and you're not the first ones? Not even this decade. H1Z1 came out in 2013. You came out in what? 2016? This game came out in 2017. On PS4, that is.
Yeah. It's actually Undertale is coming to Switch. Did you know that?
Yes.
Great. Okay, let's go on to the creepypasta. The Whisperer. I grew up listening to all sorts of scary stories from my parents and my grandparents, but I never really believed in anything supernatural firmly. This was, though, till one particular night. I was 15.
When I was with you. But, good age to pick for a Fortnite creepypasta, if I say so myself.
Okay. My grandmother lived with us, and it had been around 3 months since she passed away. Rip in pepperoni.
Rest in peace. Rest in pepperoni, my
Rest in pepperoni. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetting. I would often stay up listening to her stories and had taken to studying the same room after her passing. I always had a sense of comfort in that room, even though almost everyone I knew found it to be quite creepy. Their views was understandable for me as well. The room had a dusty old closet attached to it, which still had a lot of antiques and old chests stored away. stowed away in it. What does this have to do with Fortnite?
I hate when pauses say this has to do this or that, but really, we don't. Just
Alright. Apart from that, the room also led to the dark and cramped up attic, which was no better than the closet when it came to be free of spider webs, being generally dark and damp. I was still always quite comfortable in that room, though. I opened up to the lounge, and it had a window at the back, which looked into our backyard. I would often just go to the window and stare into darkness lost in thought. On that particular night, I was preparing my exams, and I'm a night owl by nature. My brain worked best in the dark. I'd been staying up studying till 3 a.m. yet again, and finally feeling tired, I thought it was time to go to sleep. I left the door open to the lounge. I left the door to the lounge open before I slept, because the light from the kitchen was always on. I liked sleeping in semi-darkness. I had just done the same, and was on my side, facing away from the closet and the lounge door when, out of the corner of my eye, I saw the closet door opening. Okay, first off, your side of the bed. There's no one else there. They're both your sides of the bed.
oh shit, good point.
And second off, why are you such an idiot that you have to leave that lounge door open? Buy a nightlight or something.
And 3, why are you such a pussy?
He's not a pussy. Nothing said that he was a pussy.
But it seems like it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so it did not make the usual creaking sound it made while opening. Perhaps the sound was down under the sound of a fan, but I saw it open slowly and surely, nevertheless. Okay, a few minutes in, we haven't heard anything about Fortnite yet. The very sight scared me, and I laid completely still to make sure I was not imagining it. I was not. The door opened, and a tall, dark shadow floated out of it. I say floated here because that's exactly what it seemed to do. There were no footsteps, just a mass of darkness in the shape of a cloaked man, slithering towards me. It lay absolutely still, even breathing a little more lightly. I was afraid that it would know that I was awake, afraid that it would do something. I wanted it to go back in the closet, but it didn't. Instead, it slithered to the side of my bed. Go away.
Ew.
I don't like where this is going. Mort stood tall right behind me. I could still see it from the corner of my eye, though I was every twitching muscle in my body aware of the depth of my brain. And the soft thump of my heart is in my chest. I keep repeating, must stay absolutely still in my mind, because I had conceived myself that it would leave me alone if I thought I was asleep. It stood right next to me for too long a while. It stood right next to me for too long a while. Great grammar. As if observing me, and then instead of moving, it bowed down till I could feel the massive darkness. Its hood or face, or whatever it was, touched my ear so ever slightly. And then it started whispering. I could not understand what it was saying. When think back, it sounded much like its snake's whispers in my ears. It kept whispering for what felt like hours. I could feel the cool and warmth of its whispers on my ears in that while, as I lay there stone still, and unable to even quiver in fear. I was frozen with terror. The whispers ended as abruptly as they had begun. It rose back up to its full height.
Wait. If they ended as abruptly as they begun, then why did you say it was going on for hours?
Oh wait, it said something like that? Did I miss that?
It kept whispering for what felt like hours. And he said it whispers as abruptly as they had begun.
Okay, so I don't think this is actually about Fortnite. I think we typed up Fortnite Creepypastas.
Oh,
We typed up.
I get it now.
What?
It's just clickbait. Okay, makes sense.
Wait a minute. I think this was just. I don't think this is about Fortnite at all. I think this. Maybe it was like a mistyping that we did. Maybe.
Oh no! Actually, I looked it up and it said Fortnite Creepypasta, the Whisperer.
Oh, okay. So it is a Fortnite Creepypasta.
And it's probably clickbait.
The door opened again soundlessly as I slipped inside. I wanted to run. I wanted to run out of the lounge and go to my parents, but I waited. But your parents are dead. Part of me was afraid of seeing her door. Part of me was afraid of seeing he door open again and come back. He door. And if I had moved, it would know I would awake. So I waited for as long as I could, for as long as my nerves would let me. Finally, when I managed to conceive myself that the shade would not be coming back, I crept out of my bed as quietly as I could, slipped out into the lounge. I went over to my mother's room and found her sleeping. I sat down by the corner of her bed and touched her feet. She got up. "Are you okay?" she asked me. I was. But most importantly, that told me I had not dreamt it at all. I was still awake. From the readers who are wondering what I did after, I should add that I went back to the same room to sleep that night. I had been afraid, but the shade had not harmed me, and it never did. And it just ends. The end. It was clickbait.
Climactic.
Clickbait.
I'm giving. As a story, it's like okay for a short story.
Nothing creepy happens.
It is a pretty spooky story if it had nothing to do with Fortnite, and even if it had nothing to do with Fortnite, we wouldn't be talking about it because it's not gaming. But apparently it is, so way to clickbait me, okay?
I have to name this video Fortnite, but it's not Fortnite.
Fortnite clickbait. Oh yeah, take notes.
Fortnite, but it's clickbait.
Take notes, Allier. Write this stuff down.
No running in the halls.
But, do we have time for one more?
I guess, the Fortnite fans will be, like, rabid if we tag this. So, yeah, we have time for one more.
We're doing a Mario one today. We're definitely doing a Mario one.
A Mario one?
We're doing Super Mario 666, and you know it's gonna be good once you hear that. You know it's gonna be interesting.
Did we go over this one? I'm not sure.
I don't believe. No, we did not. We did not do this one.
Okay.
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 Yes, I said so. It was a noble day on the computer. I was looking for games to play on eBay.
Games to play on eBay.
To get on eBay, first of all, and second of all, why eBay? Just go to fucking Amazon. It's a better place anyway.
Yeah.
You get it quicker.
Yeah.
Or better yet, just go to fucking GameStop and get it.
Or better yet, go to Toys R Us. They need the business.
But you just closed down.
Oh. Ripping pepperonis.
Or Walmart. Or Target. Or whatever else. But just not eBay.
Go to EB Games.
But that's now GameStop.
Oh.
Not the best transition, but okay. I typed in games that were from my childhood. Then I typed in Super Mario 64. There were lots of games to buy. And then I found a Super Mario 64 game for free. Free! Which cannot happen on eBay! And best of all, no bidders. Today is my lucky day.
Today is my lucky day. Hot nicking dog, that's a deal. I'm funny.
Oh, I finally did something funny. I won the game. You won it.
You bought it for free, and you said you won it.
How can you buy something for free when there's no bidders? Isn't there like a time limit on eBay?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, what was it, like 10 seconds left and you just put in free? 000? Sure.
Zero.
And then I had to wait for it to come. 2 days later, I got it in the mail and went to my basement to get my N64. I plugged it into the TV and it was not working because it's not clean. You have to. I hate when people just forget that.
Okay, so don't blow in the cartridge. You actually need to use a ear waxer. You know, your tip things, and then you have to put some rubbing alcohol on there, but not too much because you don't want to damage it. Cleaning solution. So you just clean it around the thing, and then boom, you're done.
Okay, Mr. Gear, we're done today. No need to be so educational. So I left the room. Then it suddenly work started. I went into my room and I saw, instead of Super Mario 64, it said it was Super Mario 666. I'm a play it, I thought. I just continued the game. But then all game files had 666 stars, which I found change to saying there's only 120 stars in existence. Yeah, in existence there's only 120 stars.
In the whole world.
Sure.
I guess.
In the existence of history that ever happened. Sure. I just thought it was a hack, so I deleted one and it crashed. I tried to get 10 times, and every time it just always crashed, like Crash Bandicoot. So I just played on a file 1 or file A. Everything was normal in the game until I went to the basement of my castle. Castle! It's not even like castle. Castle. Everything was glitched up, and then Mario walked into Lethal Lava Land. But everything was named Hell. Edgy. I wanted to stop. But if I tried, I was afraid I would be in horrible danger. The game, however, said you to stop or else, so I played and I got to it long when I found a terrifying image of me burnt and cut. Then I just blacked out. I didn't know why, but I just blacked out.
I didn't get hit or anything, I just blacked out. I was probably tired.
Black out! I woke up in a hospital and I was burned. Then this moment I was in a house fire. How did the house catch on fire?
Probably overheated. I'm not sure.
Everything was burnt except for Super Mario 64, which doesn't make sense.
So it didn't overheat. Okay.
Apparently, it's not flammable. I tried to explain that the game probably caused a fire, but the nurses laughed and said it was probably high on LSD or something like that. How is he high on LSD, nurses? Explain, story! Explaining, nurses! Explain! Explain the goddamn story! Hey, look, you can't now, because it's ended!
I'm dying. Oh my god, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just so fucking confused with this shit.
Okay. Continue.
It's over.
Oh, it's over? That's it?
Yes, I just said that. I just yelled that.
Okay. I woke up with burn marks. So it goes like this. I just woke up from a house fire. The NES probably started the flames. Are you high on LSD? The end. Yes.
That's the story.
That's it. That's the whole story. I summed it up in like. I summed it up in 5 seconds.
Could have sworn there was more to this story, but apparently there wasn't. That's the thing. Something else that was better.
Yeah. Oh god.
Since that was like 5 minutes, how much time have we wasted? Tell me, please.
We are at 24 minutes right now.
Oh, wow, that's a short time.
Yeah, let's do one more, I guess.
Let's do
the Undertale. There's no
Undertale. We talked about it earlier on.
We talked about it about.
Talk about it.
There was like this one Creepypasta said it's like Undertale prototype.
I'll be right back. I need to get a drink.
Okay. While he's gone, I'm going to talk about this for a little bit. Mostly about like the cover that it shows. The cover shows Papyrus and his. If you don't know what this fan project is, there's like this fan project called I forgot what it was called. It's basically if Papyrus. It's called Disbelief. Disbelief. It was like a fan boss fight where you fight Papyrus in the end of the genocide route, and That's just the picture. I think they just stole that. And that's it. Sorry if I sound awkward during this. I don't know what's going on right now. How's your day going? My day's going good. Okay, he's back. I just had an awkward conversation with just people. Whoever's watching this.
Not my name, sure we don't get too many views.
It's fine. You always start off, like, very small.
Okay, no, you start off. I did 2, you're doing 2.
Okay, let me pull up the creepypasta. Get the creepypasta. Okay. Undertale went through several changes throughout its development by Toby Fox. A beta version of Undertale was made by Toby Fox around the middle of 2014. To say that the least, it had many changes from the final game, and it didn't have a mercy button, therefore setting it permanently to genocide run.
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
You have to kill every enemy in the area to do a genocide run.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't like a genocide run, because it takes forever to get through an area.
The original version originally meant for you to kill everything like standard JRPGs. Toby uploaded this version to a torrent website undergoing the name TF. Fortunately, the version was up for one more day until it eventually was eventually taken down. I downloaded it before it got removed and attempted to play it, just to see what Undertale would be like. First of all, Friska's hair beta sprite had a nest-like shirt and blonde hair. Sans' nest, confirmed. I'm just kidding, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's just a theory.
A gay theory. Thanks for watching. Wanking.
Gay theory.
I said gay theory. Some enemy sprites were changed to their hard mode counterparts and sometimes weren't. And it seems that during the development there was a bug that switched sprites. As for how far the story goes, it gets up to Snowden and then the game crashes. Through the world of hacking, I found out that there was another bug that crashed the game once you left the ruins. I removed it, and finally I was able to progress some more. I got to Papyrus and Sans' house. Nobody was there. There wasn't even a meeting with the two before that. Just nothing. I walked further, and there was a door that was floating in there. I used it, and suddenly I was in a black cool room. I walked more and more until eventually I found Papyrus moaning over the grave of his brother. I was shocked, so very shocked. Flowman! Let's just get this over with. Do you like that? Is that a good Papyrus voice?
No, you mind. Human, let's just get this over with.
Okay, Hey, you've been busy, huh? Okay. I then engaged with a battle with Papyrus. His battle sprite looked like this. Ha! They stole that!
It's just this fully Papyrus.
That's a great.
That's all it is.
It's a great fan thing. Yeah, I already mentioned that. All right. The text box then flashed at me. Papyrus no longer believes in you.
Chicks!
Dang it!
Now I have to continue with the story.
Do the story. You have all my. Thank you.
Papyrus made all my HP when it dropped to 1, which I get attacked. I am disappointed with you, he said. Human. He's a human. Human!
Oh man!
Sans is the best brother I ever had. Why you're so silly? Papyrus went initially up another attack. Oddly enough, the game didn't show me a game restraint. Rather, to a cutscene, showed Frisk on the ground, bleeding to death. You killed my brother! Now you will suffer the same fate as him. Wait! The Papyrus is still Sans? Suffer the same fate as...
I think, no, that... it's just talking about, like, how bad the suffering was for Sans when he died.
Oh god, it sounds so weird, but behind the women inflicted with it showed me a game over screen.
Yeah.
I played it over and over just to see if I could try and avoid my friend's attack, but I always failed. Since then, I had to lead him off my computer for good.
Update! Ripped Papyrus Battle theme. Okay, should I play these?
Okay.
So there are some songs that are linked. So should I play those or?
Hold on, let's play it.
Okay, will you play it or?
I'm playing it.
Okay, so I don't have to mute over your voice.
Oh my god, it's just a disbelief theme.
It's just a disbelief theme. Okay. Great theme, by the way.
I was walking around an empty stone. I swear to God, this is a genocide theme when you kill everyone in the genocide round. It's Gaston's theme. Oh my god.
They just stole these.
There's not even like. If you're gonna have a Gaster theme in there, like just have at least have a Gaster in it. Because he makes sense to be in here.
Yeah.
Second coming.
Second coming.
Jesus Christ, he's coming down to Earth.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, how much more?
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Oh wait a minute. Who's talking?
Hello. Oh, hello. I'm gonna talk to you. I jinxed you.
Dang it.
Hello, it's me again. After the frankly confusing and slightly horrifying events that occurred last time I played Fortnite, nothing horrifying happened. You just got killed. You just got killed, and the game was different, and you had that stupid disbelief shit, and you had the gas thing, you had the disbelief, and that's everything that happened. It's not that scary. Pussy. It has resurfaced up obscure corner of the Pirate Bay. You're not sharing this for privacy concerns. It's probably the deep web. It is obviously the deep web. Even though it exists with myself, I wouldn't touch this fucking thing again. Watch your profanity, sir. This is a Christian channel.
This is a Christian channel.
I swear. Not the best thing I could say, but we downloaded the prototype from the freshly uploaded tour and took a peek. Upon inspecting the modification and security gates, I found out this was later pre-released for Undertale from early 2015. This gave me a sliver of hope that this will be better than last time. Curiosity killed the cat, I guess. Let's have a drink. You can drink right now. Hold on.
Alright.
Alright. When I first booted up the game, it came up to a more or less menu screen, review options, and no design whatsoever. Just a white background and black text that's slightly animated. The option not work will start, load, options, and exit. Selecting low will bring up errors stating error 437 directories. Basically, file may be corrupted message. I'm not going to read all that shit. You could read it for yourself. And then it closed the game after a few seconds. Except the options did nothing. It said exit automatically push the program. Which technically means you exit the game. No, you don't fucking say. Finally, after finicking around with the controllers and exhausting all the available options, I finally booted up the main campaign and got the searching. This time, the game actually started on the proper starting selection. Albeit different from the final game, the pit of grass, not the first one, is no longer bright, but a darker shade of puke green, like the story. The plants were no longer there, and the top was cut off. First console no longer has the long hair, but still missing the placeholder like
Wait, what does it say?
The placeholder bootleg and that's shirt design. I love it. I love that description. Referencing it to the flex tree doesn't bring you Flowey. Instead, it doesn't bring you to anything at all. It just brings you to another white void, or a door at the end. Or else to show up in the size. Therefore, you can progress to the rest of Loon's Glade. Dude! Yo! Picture! It's like MSP. It's MSP garbage. Not even kidding. It's like, wow. Oh. It's like MS Paint garbage. It's like you made it in MS Paint, like.
And then you just put Frisk in it, just like.
Just put bootleg Frisk in it. Well, let's just say that, or bootleg Ness.
Yes, bootleg Ness.
Okay, hold on. I kind of exit this. Okay, let me go away. The roof is also finished. also polished, very buggy state. Most of the switches have very specific added hitbox.
Probably because it was made in MS Paint.
Most of the sprites detailing the rooms haven't been added in yet. So something that could not only should be there. At the entrance, you get the home. I found out also it's totally empty. It's even vacant of the music that the company said. Yeah, not with bootleg music, but after wandering around, looking at this ghost house, I went to the basement in search of the fortress. I'm seeing Toriel kneeling down towards the door and the underground, seeing a harding animation play. I approached her, automatically church source and
Chris, do you love me? Jinx!
Chris, do you love me?
I asked why she automatically knew the character's name, but I don't know.
Oh, Goat Mama. You don't have to say that.
Goat Mama. Goat Mama's my favorite.
I asked why she automatically knew the character's name, but I know not to question your prototypes. I intend to be a shady beats now. Okay. After that random bout of emotional hardship, okay, stop swearing. I trust the biz. Hey man, stop swearing. Then I'm engaged into a battlefield. Not even 2 turns in, another text marker. I can't take it anymore.
And then it's just a picture of Toriel dead.
The slash video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull a long drink after this, man. I'm wasted.
Oh god.
She nearly admitted me getting damaging herself. Oh, okay. Well, she asked me if I enjoyed what I was seeing. I don't. While she was stabbing herself.
Yeah, that turns me on. That really turns me on when someone gets stabbed to death.
Mercilessly with some weapon that she had. How did she get that weapon, though? Okay.
Probably on the floor of the ruins. There's a toy knife in the ruins, so why not there?
Makes sense. But it's a toy knife. It's not even gonna hurt that much.
Yeah, exactly. Why did it hurt the people in the underground?
Several more unused frames played out of her collapsing into the floor and bleeding out. There's that many real bleeding. It's not even a bleeding out sprite tutorial. Okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm done today. And then it showed an animation of a monster soul breaking. The battle ended with a standard "You won" victory message with most of the RPGs have. I earned 5 EXP for that. Interesting. After the battle was over, Toriel's still laid on the ground, completely dead. I had no idea what just happened and no idea how I triggered it, but something immediately made me feel uneasy. I went through the door and it brought me to one corner with one of the flowers for his judgment. Noel Fowler was there. He didn't do anything unless you actually physically press the Hughes button on him. I also walked all the way to the end of the corridor.
I can do Flowey. I can do Flowey's voice.
I went back to Flowey and tried to talk with him. I packed Splash talked about saying,
"Nice one."
And he did his usual laugh.
Ow.
Dug back into the earth, and the game immediately crashed back to desktop. Oh, Grabber, why do you get killed several times? It's pretty good. He gets killed so many times. It's pretty good. About a week later, I noticed there was a note on my kitchen table that said,
"You're a fucking monster."
Jinx! Aha! Let me do this one. You're a fucking monster. Wait,
And that ends.
don't tell me I'm a frogget.
This is a Christian channel. Oh wait, we talked about rape in this show.
We're more atheistic, I guess.
Yeah. Alright, should we read some comments?
Oh no, I'm too tired reading 4 stories in a row, okay?
I know.
I read a story that was short and stupid. I read a story that had nothing to do with the subject. I read a story that was shorter than, well, you know what.
Yeah.
And I read a story that bored me to death, had very little good grammar in it, and had the most cliches, and had this trip,
Okay, next episode. Okay, we should probably decide on the next episode then.
Let's do
the much known Mario.
as.
I'm just checking around.
Bird.
What?
Okay.
Wait, what?
Mario.
Bad
Mario and Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
It spelled like it's an E-rate format too. So. Victory.
Okie dokie, this was fun.
Yes. And
It took a while.
Have a mic.
It went from like 15 minutes to 40 minutes.
Oh God, we wasted too much time of our lives. We're wasting our lives.
But since I'm a bastard with some kind of weird restraining order that makes me very mad when videos are not fully length, like if it's not perfect, like 40, 45, 50, 55 OCD or something, I'm not even sure. We're just gonna wait until.
And every time I get through a video, I go to my therapist, and I don't actually go to a therapist. I just
every day I go to my local therapist.
Just to get my mind off that horrid, awful creepypastas.
Yeah. Oh God, what have we done? Why are we doing with our lives?
Well, after teen, you're like, what, 15?
Yeah.
We're teenagers, okay?
We're teenagers. We're 15. We're 15.
I'm 13.
He's 13, and I'm 15.
Hey, don't let that information out of the web. Some pedophile must be watching this. Who knows? Maybe Warrior's watching us.
Yeah. No, not the Wario.
Oh God. Could it be?
I'm gonna win.
It could be Jared.
Wait, what?
Jared, the subway guy.
Jared's actually the name of my brother.
Oh my God. No, the subway guy.
Oh, the subway guy. God, Jared. I don't want to talk about Jared.
Hey, you got beat up in prison by someone?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Actually.
I heard that from the Odd Ones Out, actually.
Yeah.
He worked at Subway. Subway. Check him out. He's really good. Anyways, I was going to say something else. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about my brother and his job. I'm not going to say where. So, my brother is a lifeguard. So this has something to do with the source material, but my brother is a lifeguard, and he says that the worst thing about his job is that people do Fortnite dances off the diving board. Don't do that. Whenever you're at a local public pool and you're thinking about doing that, don't do that. That's just wrong. Okay, moral's over. Okay, so moral's over. The moral was don't do Fortnite dances up the diving board.
I did the L, and I almost broke my back.
That's what my brother says the worst thing about lifeguarding.
Moral story, if you write a pasta, have the subject matter in it.
Yes.
Please.
Okay, so next episode, it's gonna be Mario and Flappy Bird.
Two miscapitalized creepypastas. That's why we're doing them too, because they're both miscapitalized.
Yes. Okay, so we got 30 seconds left. Sorry that this is taking forever.
Sorry, I made you guys get tortured with 4 pastas instead of 2 or 3.
Yeah, we were thinking about 2, but apparently it was just so short. So we just decided to go again. And then that one was short, so we did it again. Okay, so next one is Mario and Flappy Bird. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Okay, bye, everybody. We're leaving this time.